Here, at last, is a tradition 54mm metal thing, figure, and I've probably had to do about 30 hours fettling. The face needed a lot, especially on the right hand side, just to give it some, well, a nose really. So you can't really, his eyes are more of a gesture, I think, really. What is that thing called, a linstock or something that he's got in his right hand? Oh, and his feather. That's as dull as I can get him using matte varnish. But this is under a bright light, so that's fine. It's not really shining at all when you look at it in normal lighting. And I think possibly the secret is to use, if you want a really matte, dull figure, just use Humbrol enamels, matte paints, because they are very matte. If you're not going to use these and play them or whatever people do with them, you're going to look after them in a case or something, or a diorama that's protected. Well, you don't really need varnish if you're confident they're never going to fall over. I think Britain's figures are just, that's what they do. I don't know what primer they use. But I found figures that I did 35 years ago, and we didn't prime them. I don't think we washed them. We did a shit job of fettling them. But the ones that were just had paint straight on them haven't degraded at all, whereas the ones that where we missed bits, say under a belly of a horse standing up, where condensation may collect, say, then I have seen signs, well, white powder, if you know what I mean, on the models. But I think the best thing is, I found, the cheapest is to prime them with a good spirit-based varnish to start with. Once they've been fettled, and I should do something physical, I suppose. Yeah, so I didn't want him too clean looking. I should have put more detail on his hair, long hair, and also the feather. But I've got an idea about something I could do with it. I'm going to try sticking on an actual small feather. See what that looks like. It's much better than the lump I've got, the indistinct lump. It's got a slug crawling across the top of his... what's it? Well, it's sort of got a face. Good enough, anyway. And, well, yes, that's the first metal English Civil War figure I've ever, well, maybe 54mm, take forever. Well, there's another 3 crew members and a gun to do. Medium gun, I think it is. God. If only it didn't take so long. That's just to get it in a reasonable sort of shape, believable shape. There's a lot of mould distortion. Pain in the arse, still. Not bad when it's done. And what else is there? That's a drum that I made out of some cardboard tube and paper and plastic plastruct rims. I've been great. Get back. I see crap's like I should have rehearsed this. It's on a slope, I think. That's stupid thing. Oh no, the tin's all bent. Right, if I put it that way. Which one is? There. Right. There. Sorry. Yes. Right, so I've drilled holes. Because I thought it's going to be easier than just cutting lots of thin bits of plastruct or something, round, tiny sections. Or whatever I'm going to use. I haven't worked it out yet. I might just use some kind of thread. And I've done sort of alternate holes on the bottom, the underside of the drum as well. So I'll just try poking around with the needle, very fine needle and thread or fishing twine, something like that. Yes, so the reason I'm not using the gun supplied with that, the drum supplied with that figure, sorry, is it just looks too small, because I want this figure to look small compared to some, well, these things. So they I'll stick this figure next to them. Magnetic coin. That'd be more helpful if I got the drum there, wouldn't it? 1 second. I need to see if it's possible to. Well, anyway. This is kind of difficult, but you can see sort of comparison there. I'm trying to make it that sort of size, because these are more like 28mm, maybe even 30 in scale. Those figures there, the 3D printed band members. So this chap's going to be quite short, so make it look a bit more youthful, but the drum's still the same size. That's what I needed to achieve here. So I'll see how I get on with the threading of that drum, or the tensioning ropes, whatever they call them. Yes, and everything else I've been doing is just fettling, really, which takes forever, even on small figures. Oh yes, I thought I'd have a go at a 5-minute job at creating a shockwave effect with a lens, a glass lens. I suppose the camera's bucking backwards a bit, and kind of magnifies. I suppose it compresses the air, so it does act as a lens. If you look at very slow motion photography of cannon firing, trying to get that sort of effect. You can see the lens edge of it, just yeah. It makes me laugh, that bloke with his arse in here. I need him going the other way, really. Difficult to separate him from that flame. Yes, that explosion thing. It's probably not worth bothering. I might just lay him on the ground. Just a bit of a mess. Not bother. Yes, you can kind of see them through. slightly warped image. I need to scruffle these figures up. I've done that one on the left, but he's too shiny still. And I've done all choppers there. I found that enough. He's the most convincing of the bunch now. It's really kind of where's the choppers gone? Oof. There he is. So he kind of goes well with that photograph. Better further away. Yes. So, I mean, God, he looks far more realistic than the other Britain's figures that are next to him. He needs dirty and dulling down. Choppers is doing great then. He's one of my best figures. Yes, so you've got a far too clean and pressed trousers and all that. Which apparently they never did. Form creases in them at the front anyway. So I think that's probably enough of that. So I'm just trying to get 8 figures to put on a base. I'll put them all on one big base actually. I think that's it. Just so I can move the band around as one unit at close order, about as close as possible. I might have made some of those bases permanent by accident. Hopefully most of them are just on blue tack. Not worth even trying to. The ankles will just snap. I do that happen. They got shot, I suppose. Hit by something. So, that drum. I just thought it was just as easy to do it this way as it might be with cutting lots of little bits exactly the same length. Plastruct or something like that. I hadn't done that bloke's flying forearm yet. I'm getting there slowly. There's another 8 of those in the diorama that I can't actually get to them. They're too far in. The whole thing's covered over still by this silver sheet that we see here. Keep the cat off. Right. I don't think there's much else worth looking at. Really. Two scales looking the wrong way there. I really can't clear this stuff. Very nice though to have it all, just sort of do it a bit at a time. Takes too long, all this trying to make things more realistic. He's been done as well, hasn't he? Done him, Union. I suppose he's probably Iron Brigade or something like that. Yes.